Hello, I'm Sasha. Welcome to today's story time. Before I let you in on my deepest, darkest secrets, I have to let you know that this story time is a part of Angela in the City's character series called Storytime. Today's story time is about my experience with Mason. Let's get into it. I want you to picture this scene in your head, okay, because it gets crazy. Mason's cell phone rings. He's only on for a brief second. "She's here," he says. Mouth open and eyes bucked so hard I thought my eyeballs were going to pop out and hit the floor. We hear the garage door opening as we're laying in the bed upstairs. We both jump our naked selves up. He tells me to get in the closet as he's running down the stairs. OMG. While Mason is pretending he's about to get in the shower, I'm standing here naked, booty out in this dark closet, sperm dripping and all, hoping she doesn't come upstairs. Okay, cool. She walks past the stairs and straight to the downstairs bedroom. Their room. 15 minutes passes by and Mason is still downstairs. All I can hear is muffled voices. Dang it. I guess I'll wait until he comes back up. 30 minutes pass and I decided to sneak out of the closet. As soon as I step out of the closet, the bedroom door opens. My eyes were about to pop out again, but it was Mason. "Hey, she's home early from work sick," he says. "She's asleep now. Put your clothes on so we can go." Mason takes me to my car that was parked on the other side of the subdivision. Hear me out. I know that was dramatic, but I'm so not a dramatic person. I was 21 at the time, looking to be loved, and found it in the wrong person. So, let's rewind to 4 months earlier. So my friend Kay and I were out shopping, having a good old time. We stopped by a clothing store to see if we could find a few items. I noticed a guy staring Kay down and at that moment I knew he wasn't going to let her get away. He was literally drooling. Let me mention this. Kay and I have known each other since childhood. We are not the best of friends, but we still hung out. Kay can be a bit of a follower and weak-minded at times. But I love her personality. She's super funny, a people person with the gift to gab. However, she will switch up on you in a heartbeat to please whoever she wants to please in that moment. Like, you were just laughing. With me, someone else walks up, and now you're cracking jokes and laughing at me type of person. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. So anyway, like I suspected, the guy staring Kay down followed us out of the store. He approached Kay and did his Lil 1-2, got his Mac on or whatever. Oh, and his name is Andre. As for me, life at 21 was a little difficult. I had no support, no parents. I had family, but they really weren't the loving and caring type. My godmother, an angel on earth, raised me but passed away right before I turned 21. I felt lonely, unloved, and abandoned. I got a job right out of high school and eventually got my own apartment with the money I saved. My dream was to meet my one and only and eventually start a family. I was never into dating multiple guys, and I'm loyal to a fault. I guess due to my upbringing, I craved a family environment, people I can give love to, and people who loved me in return. With that being said, my drama-free lifestyle was about to take a turn for the worse. I don't do drama, and at the age of 21, I already knew what type of mess from guys I would not tolerate. And so, back to Kay and Andre. Kay fell for this guy pretty quickly. After they exchanged numbers, he called her immediately, and they talked over the next couple of days. They met that Wednesday, and Friday, she called me with some news. "Hey, what's up, girlie? I'm surprised to hear from you. Where's lover boy?"
Funny you asked, Sasha. Girl, that's why I was calling. Andre wanted to know if you would go to Riverbank with us. And his friend, Mason.
Riverbank? Riverbank is 4 hours away. And who is Mason? Have you seen this Mason? Can we trust these dudes on a 4-hour trip? I don't know, Kay.
A girl'll stop being a prude. Sasha, please. I literally do not want to go by myself. I mean, I like him, but
But you know it's not a good idea. And I'm not being a prude. I just think it's not the smartest idea, being that you've only known him for 2 days.
I guess you have a point. But girl, he wants to take me shopping and Riverbank has all of the good stuff. I'll just tell him we'll meet them at Brownstown.
Okay, that's cool. So how old are they? And where is he getting all of this money from to be able to take you shopping?
Don't blow a fuse, Sasha. They are both 30. And as far as his money, I don't know. It's only been 2 days.
Girl, Kay. So is Mason at least a cutie?
I was not ready for that accent. Girl, you are silly. I haven't seen him yet, though. But it's just a meetup. Don't take it too serious. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. Let's just have some fun.
You're right. Okay, Brownstown, here we come. Okay, so now you know how I met Mason. He showed up in some white jeans and I was immediately turned off. He was average height. Taller than me, for sure. He was cute, black curly hair, but those white jeans and brown loafers took me out. Despite the first impression, we had a great time. It's weird because, although it was a group date, Mason and I did our thing and Kay and Andre did theirs. They were so infatuated with us that Kay and I both ended up in La La Land. I don't know if it was the age difference or what, but Mason definitely showed he was interested in me. I asked Mason if he was single. He said yes. When the night came to an end, he handed me a piece of paper with his number on it. The next day, Kay and I hung out. I met her at her mom's house. She had plans with Andre that evening, so when he arrived, I headed out the door with her to leave and go home. But guess who showed up in a separate vehicle trailing behind Andre? Yep, you guessed it, Mason. He was in this really nice souped-up Z28. In my head, I'm thinking, sir, I did not call you. He walked up to me smiling and asked if I wanted to grab a bite to eat. Since he'd been so nice the night before, I agreed. I didn't call him because, I don't know, something was a little off. Or maybe I was just overwhelmed with how interested he was so soon. He was a country boy who had just moved to my state and he was different. I think that part is what eventually made me want to get to know him more. The previous guys that I'd met from my city were dogs and just plain old city boys. Mason and I continued to hang out over the next month. Everything was cool. No red flags. He literally cherished the ground I walked on. But, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe that was a red flag. He was literally consumed with me. Being consumed with someone can go 2 different ways. My situation is a perfect example of that. This moment is when everything changed, at least for me. Mason took me to his house. The home was in a great neighborhood inside a nice subdivision. We go in and I'm looking around. The home didn't really give off bachelor. I see a greeting card on the kitchen counter. It's a birthday card. I open the card up and read it. The card was signed, "Your wife."